Bob, walk us through your last play, just the whole last 30 seconds. What did you want to do, and then defensively, what did you try to do to get the stop?
Well, we ran the same thing. I think we ran it 3 times in a row. Just an isolation for Easter to try to either draw it to him close or draw help. And they helped from Wes's corner, which you figure they would. He had just missed 2 threes. And told Derek, give it to Wes if they run in and try to double inside. And unfortunately, if he made one. And then we got to stop, and Derek threw it back to him. And we got another stop. So we've got 3 stops in the last 3 possessions, that's hard to do against anybody, much less, And then Jermaine's deal is we've been on Jermaine just to drive it at the basket. He did in the first half, and he did in the second half, but Issa had him occupied down there. They were trying to take Derek away in the high post, and so it opened up a lane for him to drive. I didn't want to call timeout because I didn't want Bill to switch something. What we were doing was working. We were getting kind of what we wanted, so it wasn't much sense call timeout.
I asked Coach Self that question. Neither coach called timeout there at the end. He said it was a bad move on his part, but it was brilliant on your part.
Well, I'm glad he realized that. I tell you, he's obviously a hell of a coach. I don't, sometimes a lot of it depends on personnel, and they've got a lot of guys who can bounce it, and we don't have a lot of guys who can bounce it. So, with his team, I'm sure he did the right thing. I thought we really did a good job defensively. That's the best on-the-ball defense we've played all year.
After their final timeout, Coach Self talked about Beetle denying the play that they wanted there. How important was that?
Well, we talk about that all the time. When guys, coaches want to practice running offense, what they do, they always give them their point guard. They don't ever give it to the center. They give them their point guard and run everything through them. And we've tried to do that we did it really well when we had JC and Tariq. We did it really well. We haven't done it as well. But Beetle didn't have to let the decision maker get it back. And Lawson had it around half court, so I didn't tell him to do it, but I mean, he knew to do it from what we've done in the past.
What do you think the difference was defensively today?
What was that?
What do you think the difference was defensively for you guys?
Today?
Yeah.
We stayed in front of them. We've had a hard time staying in front of anybody.
How important was Issa in the second half in particular? He hit those 2 threes. He's a guy that hasn't really been playing his best ball lately, but it seemed like he was there for you in some big spots this afternoon.
Well, I think as important as hitting those threes, he drew help, which opens up somebody else. And so we ISO'd him down there in the post. And, they were going to help from somewhere. You got Beagle in one corner and West in the other corner, and obviously they're not going to leave Beagle. So we tried to throw it in. I told Derek, just don't force it. If it's there, give it to them. If it's not, they're going to help from somewhere. And the other thing they did was open up a driving lane for Jermaine. Because West hit the 3, and so they were staying on West in the corner, so that opened up a driving lane for Jermaine to get it to the rim.
Well, Beetle playing through illness, did you think you had him when the game started? Did you get any minutes out of him? And how gutsy is that to go through that?
When he was throwing up before the game, they were giving him IVs, and the ball did. I mean, he was going to play. People say sit on the bench now. He's going to play. I didn't have any doubt he'd play. I didn't know how well he could play, but I know he tried to.
I saw you grab him by the arm there before y'all went back in pre-games to maybe double check, see what he could give you.
Yeah.
He didn't hesitate?
No. No, I mean, the unfortunate thing is he doesn't have much weight to lose.
When you're encouraging Jermaine to drive the ball more and
trying to set a couple of those things up. Are there different things that you coach him on? I mean, he's not like a traditional guy that's just going to beat you with raw speed off the dribble.
Somebody can beat you with length. He's a little bit like we went through with Jawan State, and Wani would beat a guy and then stop him back up, which I could never understand. But that seemed to be the thing to do, and Jermaine kind of does that. You know, he'll get if he gets even with this guy, he's got a chance to score because of his length. And he was doing that, and then he was backing back up, and he's really an unselfish guy. So I think he worries about forcing things or taking bad shots. But we need him to be more assertive.
In the big picture, how important was this win?
Jim Herrick told me a long time ago I'd rather have the ball than not. I'd rather be up than down, and I'd damn sure rather win than lose. So I've always remembered that. The immortal words of Charleston's own Jim Herrick. We needed to win. I mean, we needed to win. We've kind of given a few away. And hopefully we get on a roll now.
Bob, early in the second half, there was, I think Issa kicked it and they went down and scored, and he called timeout and didn't seem happy, but I don't know, I think some people might have assumed that you might have taken Issa out for making that mistake, but he stayed in and played pretty well after that. Did you know that you couldn't win the game the way you wanted to play without him? He had to be in there?
No, I was just trying to find out where everybody was falling down. Beal falling down a couple times. Jermaine fell down. Issa fell down. I was just see that we needed that brother to bring out some new treads. I honestly asked them why they were all falling down. We need Issa to make plays. We need Issa, and we need, Wes made a big shot for us, and Wes has made big shots for us this year. I mean, in games that we won, Wes has played really well.
Bob, explain your, recall your courtship of Jermaine, bringing him. I mean, he's had a pretty strange journey through his career.
I mean, yeah, no. I mean, he went to New Mexico State, and then the coach left really before his first year, and he didn't know the other guy, so I don't think he felt very comfortable. And then he got sick. He got mono, and so he missed a bunch of games. And then he kind of finished at the end of the year, but he didn't really. I don't think he wanted to be there. Not anything against the staff that was there, but that's not who he really
wasn't the staff.
So, I think he had a red shirt of the year. But anyway, so I mean that's the thing to do is go play at one of the Texas or Kansas JUCOs or Florida where you're going to play against great competition and get better. It's better than I think he did red shirt Bob. I think that's why he went to invest because he could go play and not lose any eligibility with it. And I mean everybody said he was the best point guard prospect out there. Larry recruited him. I don't want to take any credit for it. Larry recruited him. I was just my effervescent self on that official business,
Coach, with this game, is it a good thing now to have a quick turnaround? Gives you something to quickly build off of?
I don't know. Does Baylor play today?
I think everyone plays today.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Sometimes we like less rest. All the time we do flying back and forth. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll be ready to have a good practice tomorrow and do what we got to do. We can't really do a whole lot, but we'll do what we got to do.
And then just kind of curious, the last minute of the game, I mean, you guys get the one stop on Vic and then Haley shot and then the last stop of the game. How long was that last in your mind?
Well, we actually got to stop and threw it back to them.
Right.
If you remember. We've had a hard time. We've had a hard time stopping people. I mean, that's not a secret. And I think, everybody watches tape. Everybody knows what's going on. We've worked and worked and worked on it. I think it's a matter of just, being mentally tough enough And I thought our guys did. I don't know, Lamont made a big stop. I don't know if it was Garrett or somebody, but he made a big stop when they tried to drive it. I honestly, I thought we'd be better. I thought we'd be better at it because not with the freshmen, but with those returning guys. And it's taken a long time to get them to do what we need them to do.
Culver on Lawson tonight, what did you see there, what did you think?
I think Derek's played well against everybody. Lawson's really good. He's really, really skilled. I think Derek was too excited at first, started too quick. I don't know, maybe worried about getting it blocked or whatever. When he got slowed down in the second half, he was a whole lot better. He's hard to move, man. I mean, he's got great strength.
You've had some memorable wins here. How does this one rank in comparison to some of those?
I don't know. I'm getting so damn old, I can't hardly remember, you know. It'll happen to you too, now don't laugh, it'll happen to you too. I'm just happy with that. This isn't where we thought we'd be.
Bob, Tuesday was not what you wanted, and just talking to you yesterday, you sounded like it was chalked up to one of those nights where you missed and they made, and it added up. Was that the point with that? Because that could be a type of outcome that your team doesn't shake quite as easily unless you just tell them throw it away.
I mean, I think it's not quite as simple as we missed them and they made them. I mean, we also gave it to them for layups as well. And then, we got frustrated and we didn't play as hard. We didn't play as hard down the stretch as what we normally do. We had a deal in the first half where a guy didn't run back on defense. I'm like, sit down, we're not doing that. I watched all that and we'll watch.
Anything else?
Thank you.